Boy, the end of a sports era, really, huh?
In Pittsburgh, in fact, Steeler fans may be crying in their terrible towels tonight. The end of an era. The steel curtain has come down on Chuck Noll's coaching career with the Steelers. Noll retired today after 23 years in Pittsburgh. The only coach to win 4 Super Bowls has been a long way from pro football's glamour game over the last decade. Since their last title in '79, the Steelers have gone 92 and 91 and have only made the playoffs once in the last 7 years. Now, Noll didn't say he was burned out on coaching, just that it was time for him to go, stop and smell the roses. But he says it was not an easy decision.
You know, it's much easier coming in than going out. The emotions that build up over, and the attachments that build up over 23 years are tough to, I guess, sever. That's probably the best thing. They're not going to completely be severed, but it's tough.
And now the Steelers have the tough job of picking a successor. Mean Joe Green, the Hall of Fame defensive lineman and Steelers assistant coach, has been mentioned as a possibility. Strangely enough, Bill Parcells has not been mentioned, but that may be because he's going to be a Buccaneer within a couple of days, it looks like. Word out of Tampa is that Bucs owner Hugh Culverhouse has offered Parcells a 5-year contract to coach the team, and the signs have been pointing to this one almost since Richard Williamson was hired as the semi-permanent head coach back in February. Williamson's record is 4-15. And this year's team was just positively offensively. They only scored 199 points with the second worst attack in football, and there were reports Williamson and his entire staff would be fired today, but apparently Hugh Culverhouse is stuck in bad weather up north, and the axe won't fall until tomorrow morning. And on this day after Christmas, the Florida State Seminoles still have one more wish. A win over Texas A&M in the Cotton Bowl would be nice. Seminoles worked out for the last time in Tallahassee today, then hopped the plane to Dallas. Before the season started, everyone thought Florida State would be playing for a national championship on New Year's Day. Instead, they're just playing for pride. On a stop in Southwest Florida last week, Coach Bobby Bowden said it's a sign of the times that 10-2 is considered an off year.
It just shows you how far Florida State's gone. You win 10 ball games, and it's disappointed. It is a little bit disappointing. I'm not disappointed with the players, though. I am not disappointed with them whatsoever. They have played hard, and they've worked hard all year. There's just no way I'm disappointed. If we beat Texas A&M, we're going to look back and say we had a football team that came down to the last 2 plays in 2 games, and we didn't make them. If we had, we'd be a national champion.
And don't forget, you can see the Cotton Bowl right here on Wink at 1:30 New Year's Day. We'll also have the Blockbuster Bowl for you, Colorado and Alabama, Saturday night at 9. And on this last Thursday of 1991, it's time for some NFL players who made lasting impressions on the field last weekend. First, check out the Bills. Frank Reich tries to hit Carwell Gardner. They don't connect, but he does connect with a nice kick. Same team, other side of the ball. Lion quarterback Eric Kramer's throw is tipped by Mark Kelso with the Bills, and Kelso has no idea where the darn ball is. Ask Santa for that one. As for sticking something in someone's stocking, how about Jerry Holmes sticking his helmet in Steve Jordan's chest after this catch? Now, the Falcons were truly into the spirit of giving against the Cowboys. Steve Berline hits Charles Wilson. He comes down in bounds, then he loses the ball to Atlanta's Scott Case, but he didn't keep that gift too long. Just as he was getting tackled, he dumped it off. And the Cowboys finally wrapped up Tracy Eaton at the end of it all. And you can really tell that San Diego's Craig McEwen had everything he wanted for Christmas. And not to wax sentimental or anything, but I've been sitting next to you for, what, almost 3 years now? Every night, over 1,000 shows?
Yes.
It's been fun. Gonna miss you. You're a class act.
Thank you.
See you later.
Appreciate that.